Howdy, howdy do. This is Tom the Beer Whisperer, and you're drinking with the Beer Whisperer, and I just popped this Abita Wheat. Now, I don't know anything about this. I never had it before, and I looked at their website, and their website didn't mention the wheat specifically. It mentioned everything else, so I figured, screw it, we'll do it anyway, right? I wanted something light and easy to drink right this moment. As I'm finishing dinner up, it's a kind of a light-looking wheat. This is typically one you probably want to pour out, but I'm gonna go old school right out the bottle because I'm tired. I'm cooking, and I just want to drink something. Not bad actually. Flavors that you expect in a wheat is probably, I don't know. It's probably 4.5 to 4.8. Light aroma gives you the typical flavors you're expecting from a wheat. Finish is crisp enough. You know, there was a stretch there in the 90s. I step out and I'll try to get back in here and stir this here. There was a stretch in the 90s where I drink a grunt load of wheats, man. I got to where I was drinking either wheats or stouts, you know. Of course, that was the beginning of, you know, the late 90s, late 80s, early 90s, you know, the beginning of the craft beer craze, the microbrews. You know, if it was hot, I ordered a wheat. If it was colder, I ordered a stout. You know, it's pretty much all I ordered was wheats and stouts, wheat stout, wheat stout, wheat stout. Recently, though, I've kind of got moved away from the wheats in favor of other beers in the summertime. This year, I've drank certainly more light lagers than usual. But I've kind of also moved to pilsners and saisons and you know, the Maybachs in the spring and that kind of thing. I probably drank less than 6 wheat beers all summer, and I'm not talking about 6-packs. I'm talking about 6 beers. I probably had less than 6 wheats. I just haven't been drinking them. This bad boy. Wow, I can't believe I bet 40 already. Wow. Oh, excuse me. Wow. This bad boy was part of what they call the Abita Party Pack, and it was $8.99 for a 12-pack. That's pretty reasonable, right? Well, the catch there was it was 3 days past its date on the box, right? Okay. Probably affected, right? Yeah, I don't sweat that stuff too much, and this is a wheat beer. 3 days ain't gonna matter one way or the other, Bubby. Uh, these are typically, you know, warm weather beers. It is a beer, kind of an all-purpose beer, you know, the wheat. It's also kind of a step-up craft, you know. If you want to get your friends away from that other stuff, start with the wheat. It's got a little flavor. It's a little different, but they are light. So if they're used to that lighter body, this is a good way to go. And then you can kind of gradually move them up. But is this a top 10 wheat? Oh, I don't know. Probably not. Excuse me. But it is solid. I mean, there's certainly nothing wrong with it. Again, the Tom scale, would I buy it again? Yes, with the same caveat, price. I'm certainly not expecting to always buy a Beta for $8.99 12-pack. And if I'm looking at a 6-pack again, something like this, I don't want to pay more than $6.99 for. But again, it's just going to depend on mood and that whole thing. But it's certainly quality enough to buy again. Let's put it that way. So we'll finish this and get out of here and finish my dinner. We're almost done. It's Tom the Beer Whisperer. You're drinking with Beer Whisperer. This was an Abita Wheat. You have a good night. Oh.